Welcome to the Aquarium Brothers.
I forgot to pick up my microphone, my bad.
That's funny.
Hey guys.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm not going to say it. What's up, bud?
Just hanging out. Yup. Corey and Em took work off today so that they could study. So naturally,
We podcasted.
we're going to take an hour to podcast.
Yeah, we are. I don't have to pee this time, so I think
Hey, thank goodness.
we won't be rushed for time.
That's good.
Your girlfriend Snapchatted
I
you.
started a page of Corey quotes on my phone.
Is it podcast appropriate?
Yeah, there's only one quote on it so far. It says, I showed a patient my belly button today. I was trying to hypnotize them to cure their blindness.
I didn't say that. That was
You did say that.
That was whoa. Why do your notes app look strange?
Doesn't it look cool?
I guess.
Thanks.
Okay. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
It's Monday. That's awkward.
Awkward.
How are you?
I'm good. You know, just on that grind.
What's the grind that you're on?
eBay.
Oh, the eBay grind.
On the eBay grind.
Have you ever talked about that? Like what you do?
No.
Do you want to?
Sure. So my dad and I run an eBay business where we buy people's Legos in bulk and then we sell them by like the individual set or just the minifigures on eBay. It started, gosh, when was that? I think like the summer before my junior year of high school.
So it's been over
So
4
it's
years.
been 5 years now that we've been doing it. Yeah.
I think it's interesting because sometimes you'll buy Legos from families and they don't know that Lego's rare or
Oh,
expensive.
yeah, they have no idea. Like, because a lot of times, so we just have like a Craigslist ad that's like, hey, we buy Legos. So people will contact us and be like, hey, we want to sell our entire collection. That's what usually happens. So we buy their whole collection for a couple $100, or sometimes $5,000.
Sometimes? How
No,
often does
just
that
one.
happen?
It was just one time. And then we kind of go through their collection, see what they have, to kind of sort out the good stuff. If there's sets that are already put together, that's great, super easy to flip. Otherwise, we'll build the sets that are in the collection and sell those. But yeah, I mean, sometimes we go through the collection and we find like misprint pieces, which are really rare, and people collect those. So you'll find like a misprint minifigure and sell it for $240. You know?
That's so stupid.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, it's not stupid for you, but stupid that
Yeah, so
somebody
I
would
have
pay that.
I have a wealth of knowledge about Legos.
What do you do with the ones that are just like very generic?
What do you mean?
Do you still sell them? Like just the individual pieces that aren't
We
from a set?
we usually keep them for our inventory, because then when we go to put together other sets, it's nice to like all the pieces are sorted. So if we're looking for a part, we know where to go find it.
That's actually kind of cool. How
Yeah.
do you like keep track of your inventory? Like what if you need like a 2x6? Where do you
You
go to look?
you go to the 2x6 bag.
Oh, of course, the 2x6 bag.
Yeah.
But how do you know where that is?
It's in the flats with all the 2x. So the 2x2s, the 2x4s, the 2x3s, the 2x6s, the 2x8s, 2x10s, 2x12s.
So
They're all in the same box, and then each like all the 2x4s are together in a bag, and all the 2x6s are together in a bag.
So what are you guys doing right now? Because you're redoing your basement. Where are all the Legos?
Storage unit.
You bought a storage unit to put all the Legos in?
Yep.
What if you want to sell Lego right now?
So I took pictures of a bunch of them and set those aside. So all the ones that I'm gonna list are at the house, and they're already like bagged up, so they just have to be boxed and shipped as I post them.
So you do more of the posting and the research, and your dad does the shipping?
So when I'm home, I do the shipping.
So you do the whole
If I'm
thing?
here, my dad does the shipping. My dad buys the collections, like does all the contact to buy the collections. He does pretty much all the sorting, and then we both do the building. And then I take pictures, list, deal with customer service, and then if I'm home, I also deal with shipping. And I have a spreadsheet where I track everything.
How much income you think how much gross profit you think you've done from this Lego?
Gross profit?
So
Oh gosh.
subtract how much you've spent buying. Only like what you've made.
That's net profit.
Okay, let's do that.
Over the 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
Just me or me and my dad combined? Because we split 50-50.
Just your company, your Lego business as a whole.
Net profit over the last 5 years? Fuck.
Great. Explicit.
At least 25 grand,
That's a lot. That's crazy.
but
For-
probably more.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
It's stupid because I didn't get involved in this business.
Yeah, probably 20 to 30 grand.
Maybe that could be our first ad
Yeah.
for your own company.
Nice. Yeah, we're on eBay.
Did you guys start that business to make money, or did you do it for fun? Why'd you start it?
So my dad and I, before that, so like kind of end of middle school, kind of all through high school, my dad and I really liked going to garage sales. And we had a bunch of junk anyway, so we were already on eBay just trying to sell random crap we had in the basement. Oh, and also my going all the way back, my dad used to collect baseball cards. So that's when we first started selling on eBay. And then his grandpa died, and we got his whole stamp collection and his whole coin collection. So we started selling those on eBay. And then we would go to garage sales and like find vintage board games, vintage toys, like video game consoles, just like stuff people were listing at garage sales for $5 that we could flip for 30.
You were like a early on Gary V, if you know who that is.
Yeah. One of the coolest things I ever found was I went to a garage sale. There was a cool pair of binoculars. They were like vintage military binoculars, was what it said on it, and it was like $5. So what we would do is, like while we were at the garage sale, we'd pull out our phone and look it up, see how much it was. It's like a $75 pair of like binoculars from World War II or something, like crazy collectible.
So how do you not like in that moment like get super excited, but also like maintain your composure so the person doesn't be like, oh, this is actually
you have to like put on this facade of like you're really intrigued by it and like you're genuinely interested in the product and not just flipping it, you know. But pretty much that's how it started. And then we realized that Legos were super easy to flip, and you could make like 2 to 5 times as much as you spent because people just didn't know what they had. It's a lot harder now. There's a lot more people doing what we're doing, and a lot more like people start like since more people start doing what we're doing, it like got into the news, and like people now like are getting smarter about looking up what they have and trying to get value out of it. But we'll still get people that are like, hey, my kid's selling his whole collection. Like, how much will you give us? Kind of a thing.
I had such a good question to follow up with.
Yeah.
And it's now lost in the sauce.
So yeah, that's how we started. So we were doing like Legos and we would do like CDs and records too from garage sales. So we would do like records, CDs, Legos, stamps, coins, all sorts of stuff. But now it's only Legos.
I'm about to fall off my chair.
I see that.
Okay, let's still on the same like theme.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if you inherit like gold bars from a relative? Like pure gold. Where do you sell that?
Where do you sell it?
Like, do you sell it to a bank?
You could, if you wanted fast money, you would like pawn it. I don't know. If it's a gold bar, chances are you just like put it in a safety deposit box.
And you don't sell it.
Yeah, I mean, unless you need the money, in which case I don't know where you would go to sell a gold bar. I don't know.
Yeah, strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like
I hope you have paperwork. Otherwise, it looks like you stole it.
Yeah.
So I hope there's paperwork with the
Fair
gold
enough.
bar.
What kind of paperwork would like accompany it though?
Like certificate of authentication and like, cause like they had to have gotten the gold bar from somewhere, right?
Correct.
So it'd be like certificate of purchase. Just anything that proves that it's not stolen.
I'm sure there's a way. I think there's like serial numbers on gold bars.
Yeah, there's like stamps and stuff.
Kind of smart.
Mm-hmm.
I thought of my question. Came back.
Yeah.
The people who buy your Legos, who are they? Who are the ones that like want the misprint? Are they doing the same thing you are, but just at a higher scale?
No, they collect it. Like they're collectors.
So what? You think they just have a room full of misprinted Legos?
Yeah, they do.
It's very interesting.
They just have display cases that are just full of like misprinted stuff.
I mean, if you're into it and you have a lot of money to spend on pieces of plastic, go for it.
Yeah. I mean, they're collectors.
I remember when I was younger. Like
That's why eBay exists.
Yeah, eBay's a weird place. When I was younger, my friend would build Legos, like Starboard Legos, and he would take fish wire and put them on his ceiling.
That's cool.
It was sick. I wonder if it's still up. He's 23 now.
Dang. Yeah, I mean, there's some expensive Legos out there. It's kind of crazy.
Legos are timeless.
Yeah.
Do you remember what I got for my 21st birthday?
No.
Legos.
Did you?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Audrey got me Legos.
What set?
What set?
Yeah, I totally forget what it was.
It was like a monument in.
Oh yeah, one of the
London?
architecture ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty easy build. It was cool though.
Mm-hmm.
There's builds out there that are like thousands of dollars. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I want one of those. So bad. Like the ones that are thousands of pieces.
Yeah.
And it comes in like a huge box.
Oh yeah.
And it's like a whole ordeal.
Like the big Millennium Falcon or something.
I want that. So, if anybody needs to get me a grad gift, Legos.
We're selling ours right now for $900 if you want it.
Could I get a discount?
No.
Okay.
That is a discount.
Really?
Yeah.
How much do you think they're worth?
So the condition that ours is in is really good. It has all the pieces, all the extra pieces, all the instructions, all the boxes, all the extra boxes. Like, it has everything.
People pay for those extra boxes?
Yeah.
That's so...
Yeah, because they're
cool.
rare.
So they stopped making them?
Or
Or they just don't make a lot?
I don't think that set is in production anymore.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What do you think Lego feels about this? That they have a whole aftermarket?
They love it.
I'm sure they do.
There was an aftermarket site called Bricklink that you could go on. It was kind of like the encyclopedia for Lego, and then you could also buy and sell Lego on there. Lego bought the site and didn't change anything about it
Why do you think they bought it?
because they wanted the profit from it. Like, they acknowledged how crazy it was, so they bought Bricklink.
Who owns Lego? Is Lego just Lego?
Yeah, they're their own company. They were a German toy making company.
What a smart idea.
They used to make wooden toys. They've been around for freaking decades and decades. But they didn't start making plastic toys until I want to say like the earlier mid 1900s. That turned into the Legos we know today.
But now there's like rip-off Legos. Like there's cheap
Mega
Legos.
blocks and stuff. Yeah, those aren't worth anything in the collector world.
I wouldn't think
unless
so.
you're a very, very specific collector of those things, which there
The
aren't
Mega
many
blocks.
of. Yeah.
Did you ever have it was like a software on a computer? I had it in probably 2010, and you could like design your own Lego set.
Yeah.
And you could like send it to them, and they'll send you back the actual set.
Yeah, I totally forget what that was called.
But you know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think because I know they discontinued it, but I don't know if they brought it back.
I don't see why they would.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of cool though.
I like how we spent 13 minutes talking about Legos. What about Lincoln Logs? Do you remember Lincoln Logs?
Yeah, dude.
Those were fun.
I lost my first tooth to a Lincoln Log.
Oh gosh. So the Lincoln Log won.
Yeah,
Ryan 0.
I was just like hitting my face with it.
I hate when that happens.
My tooth came out.
When you hit your face with a piece of hard wood.
Yeah.
And your tooth falls out.
It's because it was in kindergarten. We weren't, so like during playtime or whatever, they had Legos, but me and my friends would always hog the Legos. So the teacher told us like we had to give someone else a turn playing with the Legos. So we went and played with Lincoln Logs, but I didn't really like to play with them. I already had a loose tooth, so I was like fidgeting with it. And I ended up just like hitting it with a Lincoln Log.
Do you remember how
And
annoying
it fell out.
loose teeth were?
Yeah.
Like it hurt, but like you wanted to come out, but you didn't because you knew you'd bleed. But you wanted the pixie dust under your pillow.
Pixie dust?
Your mom didn't do Tooth Fairy?
No, she did, but we got money.
Money and pixie dust.
What is pixie dust?
It's just like glitter. I mean, it's pixie dust, but it looks like glitter.
No, we didn't get that.
You know, I found all my teeth in my mom's drawer one day.
That's disgusting.
I know. Deborah, what's up with that?
What the heck? That is psycho.
That's also like I found my first hair from my first haircut.
Oh, yeah. My mom has that in my scrapbook.
That's weird. It's like
That's
pressed.
less weird than teeth. The teeth like rot.
Maybe I should.
The hair doesn't rot.
No, the teeth are in milk. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Did you know that trick?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, if
It's still weird.
you could also put it in the between your cheek and your gum. It's the same thing. Like your tooth gets knocked out, and it's an adult tooth, and you don't want like a veneer. You can either put it in milk because of the calcium,
or just keep it in your mouth until the surgeon can put it back.
Yeah. Or just keep it in your mouth until you get to the hospital.
That's funny.
I'm sure they have a better or dental office. Don't go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Get your tooth put back in.
Orthodontist or
Yeah, orthodontist.
Oral surgeon. There you go. Oral surgeon.
I think they're the same thing, are they not?
No, they're not.
Why?
The orthodontist is like the braces person.
Yeah, but they do everything.
Yeah, they don't do wisdom teeth. That's an oral surgeon.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What's on the notes for today? Oh, before we get there. I saw 2 of my friends' stories from college. They want to start a podcast. And I'm not saying they got the idea from us because we're not the OG podcasters.
But we had the idea first.
I think we lit a fire under the bottoms. It's easy. Just start talking.
Yeah. I mean, unless you hate talking.
What do you think the biggest barrier for us to start the podcast was?
Doing it.
Okay, once we started, what do you think the hardest thing to overcome was?
I don't think there was one. Like, once we started?
I thought talking points were tough to come up with.
Yeah, at the very beginning, I feel like. Because we felt like we needed, like, a list of things to talk about before we could start
I felt like
talking.
We wanted to plan it from beginning to end. Now we kind of talk. We have a few notes.
We have points if we run out of things to talk about.
Yeah. We've also, like, I think yesterday, someone commented on that they liked the, like, fluidity of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
On what? On YouTube?
No. I mean, like, commented in person.
Oh, that's dope.
They're like, I like how you guys just talk, but there's also still questions you answer.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's just a conversation between you and I.
True that. Oh, yeah, they were like, you guys, like, play off each other really well.
Yeah. And I think that's what makes this...
I love playing with each other.
Speaking of playing with each other, our TikTok is now only dedicated to Trojan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Until they sponsor us?
Oh, yeah. The last 3 videos have tagged Trojan.
Did they comment again?
No.
Oh, my gosh. Come on, Trojan.
I posted one this morning, and it was talking about when you and I were saying if they sponsored us, we would test it. Test the condoms.
Yeah.
And then I cut it there.
Good.
So I left it at an open for interpretation.
That's so funny.
And then I said, Trojan, make it happen.
Yeah, that's good. I hope they respond.
They have nothing to lose. I know we mentioned this last episode. They really don't.
Like,
I'm sure they can spare a few cons.
Yeah. Until then.
It's our last one.
Stay strapped, folks.
Stay strapped. Bulletproof condoms part 2.
What a great little thing that happened.
I know it's early on in the day, and your eyes probably aren't fully awake, but my mustache is about to make an appearance soon.
I see that. Yep. We got the mullet. We got the stash. He's going all in.
Oh, yeah. Earring coming soon.
Oh, yeah. Are you getting, like, the one dangly cross and the other one's a stud? Like
absolutely. It's going to be... Absolutely.
Yes,
it's going to be like the sword cross as well.
Let's go.
Maybe I'll get a snake and a sword cross.
As long as the cross is, like, black and then the other one's gold.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That'd be sick.
Actually, I don't think I could have that in school. I don't think I can have earrings.
Really?
I don't think so.
Can the girls have earrings?
No.
Really?
Hey, Em. What? Whoa, you could hear her. That was cool.
Yeah.
Can you have an earring in school? How many? 2 per ear.
2 per ear.
But you can't have nail polish. You can't have not natural hair color. Wow. You can't have fake eyelashes.
Do you have tattoos showing?
No.
Wild.
Which is crazy because all my nurses are tatted from... like, there's a freaking neurosurgeon who works on my floor or works in my hospital, and he has, like, a full sleeve.
Does he have to... And he has to cover it?
No. Hospitals
hospitals are fine, but it's the school.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I think it's BS, but who am I to say?
I mean, since we're on the topic of nursing, you want to talk about your smoothie story?
Smoothie story? Oh, my gosh. I forgot about that. I thought you were going to talk about the dead person yesterday. We can talk about both.
Let's do smoothie story first, because
okay.
I haven't heard this one.
You haven't?
No.
Okay. So, I'll set the scene.
Setting the scene.
Day 5 of alcohol withdrawals. Alcohol withdrawals are unpleasant, and they're actually one of the worst withdrawals.
Is it true that it's the only withdrawal you can die from?
I don't know if that's true, but
one of the few. It's like one of the worst withdrawals.
It is the worst withdrawal.
Crazy.
It might be worse than water. Good luck with that one.
Dead.
Yeah, it's crazy what it does to people. So this is day 5 of withdrawal, which is a fairly decent withdrawal with symptoms.
Like, how long does a withdrawal usually last?
From my experience,
for like a bad alcohol withdrawal.
My uncle was an alcoholic. He spent 2 weeks in the ICU.
Oh my goodness!
And then to rehab.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
like 1 to 2 weeks probably, or more.
I guess it's per patient. Sometimes
Yeah,
I'll
that
see a
makes
few
sense.
days, and then they'll leave AMA
Crazy.
against medical advice. It's I guess it depends. This one in particular was. It took her 5 days to know who she was as a person.
Oh my gosh.
So there's a scene, and she wouldn't eat. It wasn't good, and I had the opportunity to like spend the day with her and help her and meet their family and all that,
That's crazy.
which was really fun. Honestly, I'm pretty blunt in the hospital, which I think people need.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Especially when it's like bad news and stuff. Like you don't want to sugarcoat that. Like just tell them.
But luckily for this patient, it was looking good for them.
That's good.
Like they were finally starting to wake
Heck
up
yeah.
5 days later, but who cares? So do you know what incontinent means?
Yeah.
It's
I don't think they do.
it's basically when you're incontinent, like you don't control your bowels.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of older people have this problem, which makes sense. Your sphincters loosen up, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Both of them. You got two sphincters.
You're
down
involuntary.
Yeah.
They both loosen. So she was incontinent, and
Ugh.
I was changing her bed, which is totally fine with her in it, because she can't stand
how
up.
do you do that?
So you have them roll to one
Is it
side.
is it like when you yank the tablecloth out under the glasses? Just whoosh.
That'd be a heck of a lot easier. Unfortunately, not. You have them roll if they're able to one side.
Oh, okay. So you can pull it out.
You roll it like underneath their back, and then you have them roll to the other side.
Oh, and then pull
and
it
then
out.
you pull it down
Okay,
that side.
that makes sense.
Then you have to do it again to put the new sheets on.
Oh gosh.
It's a lot of effort. It took me like probably a good half hour to do it alone,
Dig.
which I usually don't do it alone, but today I was just whatever. I did it alone.
Yeah.
And then I walked back in 5 minutes later and make sure they're still vibing.
Mm-hmm.
And they managed to get their smoothie. And I'm not being dramatic when I say this. They managed to get their smoothie from mouth to toe. Sheets. It looks like a murder scene. Not a single.
Like they opened the blender and it was just like
Yeah,
everywhere.
exactly. And let's say their name was LeBron. and I built a nice rapport with LeBron that day.
Okay.
And I was like, LeBron, I just want you to know your smoothie goes in your mouth. And they like smiled. They weren't really verbal
Yeah.
because of the alcohol, but they like smiled and kind of like I could tell they thought it was funny.
Yeah.
But in the inside, I was actually kind of annoyed because I was like, I just spent a half hour in here changing sheets,
And now you have to.
and now I have to do it again. Anyways, so that was
How'd they
smoothie
get it
story.
everywhere? Were they
They were like
convulsing?
So they were no. Thank goodness not. They were like laying back, and they opened the smoothie lid. LeBron did.
Oh, and
then
just
they're trying
dumped
to drink
everywhere.
it, and
Oh no.
so that was another half hour of trying to change
Oh.
LeBron.
That's crazy.
So LeBron, stay safe, my friend.
Enjoy your smoothies safely, folks.
I took the smoothie away after that. I said, I'm not doing this anymore.
Why don't you give them a straw?
They had a straw, and they felt the need that the straw wasn't the move. They wanted to big hand it.
Your smoothie was too thick.
It
They couldn't suck through the straw.
It looked like a good smoothie. It was a nectar smoothie.
Oh, solid.
I know.
Heck yeah.
But luckily, LeBron was very nice and pleasant to be with. So
Nice.
sometimes, a lot of times, actually, withdrawal patients are very rude. And
Oh yeah, I bet.
I mean, I would be too, honestly.
Yeah.
Withdrawing seems horrific.
Their body's like
Shutting down, but also shutting up.
Yeah.
It's like, do I want to restart or do I want to turn off?
Yeah, it's brutal. Ugh.
Should we talk about the dead person?
I was gonna say the dead person on the road
Yeah,
who wasn't actually dead.
I thought he was. I really did.
Do you think if I show the video, it'll show up?
No, I think that's HIPAA.
How's that HIPAA?
I don't know if I've seen this video. Have I?
I don't think so. Of you with the person on the road?
Oh my gosh, I'm in full dad mode. Okay, so we're driving to get some food. Which is like 4 minutes from our house.
Yeah, like we're just going to the grocery store.
And we're like on our first like main road. And I look to the left, and there's a person like halfway in the street, and then the other half of their body is like in the bike lane. I
Yeah,
guess.
they're like laying on the side line of the road.
And like you could see cars swerving around them. It kind of felt like a movie for a
Yeah, they
second.
were like swerving around. The one car honked
Yeah.
as he passed.
Yeah. And I like look over and like half jokingly I was like, "Oh my gosh, there's a dead person."
Yeah.
And
And we
then
all laughed, and then we were all like, "Oh wait,
we're like, "Oh wait, we should maybe go
what
address
if he
this."
is dead?"
So we turn around.
So we flipped a Yui. We put it like third gear, e-brake, whipped around.
No, we pulled over, waited for a car to pass and turned around. It wasn't that cool. We turn around and I park, and it was Ryan, Emily, Tegan, and I. So there's 4 of us.
Yeah.
I was the only one who went for some reason.
I didn't know you wanted anyone to come with.
It wouldn't have been necessary.
I'll be right back.
It wasn't necessary for anybody else to come because that point would be like kind of intimidating for that person.
Yeah.
So I think I felt okay with it. So I got out, and by the grace of God, there was a cop passing us at the same time.
Yeah. So Corey waves the cop down.
Full dad mode. Just like, hey.
Oh, full dad mode. Mind you, Corey's got the mullet. He's got the shades on. He's like strutting his stuff up to this dude that's laying down.
What I was presuming to be dead currently.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so funny.
Can you show it? You can't even see it.
You can't even see it.
Maybe we can link it. I don't know how that works. Maybe that could be extra content.
Yeah, it's not going to show.
So I waved the cop down. I'm walking up. I parked a fair distance away just to be safe. I don't want him to like get up and steal my car.
Parked probably like 20 feet away.
Yeah. And so I like walk up to him, and I was like, what did I say? I was like, hey, are you okay? Doesn't respond. I was like, oh crap. And
he is dead.
I actually recently just purchased Narcan. But it's in my car that I wrecked. So it's not even in the car I was driving currently, and I was like, oh, this could shoot me in the butt.
Yeah.
And then I yell again. I was like, what are you doing? And he like slowly opens his eyes, and you could tell he's not looking at me. He's looking more through me. Hi. And he's like, huh? And I was like, you're in the middle of the road. And I felt like I was back in the hospital. I felt good. I was like, damn, like this is a daily thing for me, and now I'm doing it next to my house. That's awesome.
Heck yeah.
And I was like, you're in the middle of the road. What are we doing? He's like, what do you mean I'm in the middle of the road? I was like, what do you mean you're not? Like, I was like making no sense.
Yeah, what?
And then I saw his pupils, and
you were like, oh, this boy is gone.
Yeah, he was high, and then
this boy ain't on Earth. No, this guy's somewhere else.
He's currently laying in the road.
He's currently in the road, but he thinks he's on cloud 9.
And I took one step to the left, just one step, and I was like, what did you take? Because I could see behind him all of his pills.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't take anything. And then he reaches his hand out. He's like, help me up. And I was like, no.
No, I'm not touching you.
I was like, those hands have been in your butt. I can tell.
Yeah. By then, the cop rolled up, put some gloves on, and
I was bummed I didn't have gloves.
Corey's standing there in his dad's stance.
Yeah,
he's all like, I'll see your pills, man. They're right behind you.
I was like, I could see your pills. What are you taking?
Yeah. Cop shows up. He's like, I got it from here.
I was like, thank goodness, because I'm not touching this man.
Yeah. So then we went to the store and
saved a
Bob's your uncle.
Huh?
Bob's your uncle.
Yep, Bob.
That's all she wrote.
What are you talking about?
Like, that's the end of the story.
Oh. Yeah.
You know? Like, we went to the store.
And the end.
In the end. That's all she wrote.
Okay.
Bob's your uncle.
God bless America.
Yes, exactly.
So that was funny. I enjoyed that. I told my mom, and my mom didn't find it that funny. She's like, what if he shot you? And I'm like, I don't know. Honestly, there was a cop there. Probably would have shot him back.
Yeah. No, wait, what? Hold on 1 second.
Shoot first, ask questions later.
I know we're in the South here in Arizona, but we ain't in Texas.
We ain't in Texas,
or Washington.
Washington?
Remember?
Yes.
All the police stuff? That was a bad joke.
Yeah, we've actually been watching a lot of South Park lately, so our humor's...
Oh, yes.
Our humor's gone down drastically.
Degraded. It's absolutely crude. Got something in my eye. Ow.
Is it the next talking point?
Yeah. I want to talk about the dog your parents just got.
Not yet.
Oh, they don't have it yet.
Saturday. So we lost both of our dog. We lost our first dog probably 3 years ago, then our second dog a year later. Mm-hmm. And our first dog, Drake, he just died of old age.
Black Lab.
Yeah, he was a pup.
How old was he?
He was 15.
15?
Yeah, we had him for a while.
Holy bows.
And then our second dog, Lucy, died of a pulmonary embolism, like pretty fast and just out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, Lucy was pretty old though, like 9, 10.
9, 10, yeah. I don't know how long corgis are supposed to live, in all honesty. But like
probably shorter.
I think my family was enjoying not having to deal with dogs, and they were able to do spontaneous things, and also it was pretty tragic to find both of our dogs dead.
Yeah.
Sure. For my dad at least. And so last weekend they finally we're like, okay, I think we're ready for another dog.
Heck yeah, dude.
So they're looking at golden retrievers, which would have been incredibly cute.
Beautiful dogs.
But they settled on a white lab.
Awesome dogs. I love labs.
Named Grumpy right now.
My first dog was a black lab.
Labs are so personable.
Oh, yeah. Freaking love them. They're such good boys.
So, dog will be at the Riley household on Saturday.
And they're naming it Harvey?
I think Harvey is the top contender right now.
Heck yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but my grandpa has a sculpting business. You know that?
Yeah, the clay dogs.
Yeah, they're actually called Harvey dogs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So that's why Harvey.
Now you have to name him Harvey.
That's why it's the top contender.
Heck yeah.
I came up with some other good names though. Emily helped me. Did you want to hear them?
I gave you one too. Let's
pull up the list because I think they're actually pretty solid names.
Dog names.
Dog
name list. Welcome to the next segment.
Okay, you ready?
Dog names.
Chester.
All right, Chester's a good
Cute.
one.
It's pretty cute.
Maybe not for a white lab.
Yeah,
but
Chester's a good name.
Yeah.
Maybe like a child. Second one, Stan.
Stan.
I think that was from me.
Stan's kind of funny.
I like the name. I like human names on dogs.
Stanley.
Third one, Thor.
I think I gave you that one.
I like that one.
Thor.
I do really like that one. I don't want to ruin your day, but that's Jake Paul's dog's name.
Well,
day ruined. Fourth one, Wagner.
That's cute.
Wagner with a waggy tail.
Wait, that's cute. I like that.
I think that was Emily's doing. And then the last one is Ziggy.
Ziggy. I feel like Ziggy.
I don't think
Ziggy's a cute name.
Ziggy's not really a dog, a male dog name. And now that I said that, I don't know if the dog is going to be a male or a female.
Oh, yeah, true.
Do dogs have genders?
Yes. Yes, they do.
Can they be a helicopter?
Nope.
Seriously? Should
Male
we talk about
or
that?
Female.
You want to talk about genders?
Wait, I want to keep talking about dogs.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to get to watch this dog, right? Because your parents want to travel.
That's the goal.
So they're going to bring this dog here.
Or we'll have to go to California.
And pick up the dog?
Or just stay in California for a bit.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't they just bring the dog here?
Okay, I'll tell them.
We don't have time to go to California.
I know, they know that.
And stay there for a week.
They know that. I know my mom's goal with this dog is to train it super, super well.
Well, then bring it here because I know how to train a dog.
Perfect. We'll make it do backflips. Mother. One of the things I told her she should do is train it how to do stand-up paddleboarding.
Oh, yes.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yes. We could actually do that. Doesn't Em have a paddleboard here?
Mm-hmm.
We could take it to
the little river by her house.
I was thinking Tempe Town Lake.
Ew.
Where else are you gonna go?
The river right here.
The river.
You know the river?
Oh, yeah. But it's dry right now.
No, it's not. I was there 2 days ago.
Oh, really?
Maybe 4 days ago.
Bet.
Yeah, I was fishing.
Lit.
How to get our dinner.
What? Now you're lying.
No, but I actually was there. I wasn't fishing or getting dinner. I was hiking.
You were hiking?
We hiked up to the top of that little hill to look at the racetrack.
When?
I think it was last week. I don't think you weren't here.
Who'd you go with?
I went with Emma.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah. It was fun.
That's dope.
I felt like we had to go walk or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just kind of funny that your parents are like, oh, yeah, we'll just give him the dog.
Perfect.
Because we tried to have a dog one time, and they made us get rid of it.
This is true. Rest in peace, Charlie. But also, they were low-key right. Because, a lot of days, nobody's here for hours.
That's true. But
and I know you could have taken it to campus, but
most days, we have someone here.
Yeah.
It's probably, 1 day every 2 weeks that everyone's gone.
This is true.
You know?
I know I couldn't bring him to the hospital. Either could Emily.
That's true.
And so it would kind of just be on you. And then what happens when you leave? Huh?
Take it with me.
Okay, perfect.
Duh.
Charlie X Higgins.
Charlie.
Do you think Higgins gets along with other dogs?
It depends.
Charlie didn't.
Higgins just plays rough. So if the dog is a little bitch,
a female dog?
Yeah. Then the dog will get mad. But Higgins is also kind of scared of other dogs. Higgins was a COVID dog, so
he was a COVID pup.
Yeah, so he didn't really meet other puppies until later in life. So
does he have separation issues?
No.
Oh.
He gets really excited when we come home, but doesn't any dog?
Unless they're dead.
That's true.
Yeah.
Then they don't really get excited anymore. Yeah. I like dogs. I'm a dog guy.
End quote. Ryan Carter. I like dogs.
I'm a dog guy.
I like dogs.
That's all I do. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I want to see what else is on your list. I really don't want to talk about genders.
Oh.
You know my view. It doesn't need to be on the internet.
Oh my gosh. I just want to bring this TV show to everyone's attention.
What TV show now? I'm interested.
Talking about the show is not my idea. Cody Cohen Noel did it, so I'm stealing their idea.
Hee.
Openly. So you know all the reality dating TV shows like Bachelor, Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise.
Yeah.
Anything else that starts with Bachelor.
What about like Big Brother?
Or like Too Hot to Handle, or
Oh no.
Love is Blind, or
I know.
I don't know. There's a ton of them though. Anyway, the newest one on the block.
Oh gosh.
It's called MILF Manor. Yes.
How do you spell that second word?
Manor, Manor.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Manor, MILF Manor.
Okay.
Moms, I'd like.
Moms,
spell it out for you. Anyway, so they get like a bunch of moms, right? I think they're like between their 30 and 45.
Oh yes. Is
Okay.
Young Gravy the host by any chance?
No, that. Oh my gosh, that would have been so funny. But so it's a dating show, right? They bring all these moms out. They do like the introductions and everything, and then it's one of those shows where there's multiple guys. Here's the catch. Here's the freaking catch.
I'm scared.
All these guys are like 18 to 26.
That's awesome.
27.
That is awesome.
Right? So it's all these like cougar hunters,
Oh yeah.
right?
Wouldn't it be the opposite?
Huh?
Or they
The guys.
They're hunting for cougars.
Yeah, the guys are like they're cougar lovers.
Yeah,
you
me
know?
too.
Here's the catch. Again, there's a catch on top of the catch.
There's
so
two
not only
catches?
is it all like young dudes.
Are they all gay?
Every young dude there is the son of one of the moms.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So it's all these sons and their moms, and yeah,
That is horrific.
yeah,
Horrific.
yeah.
What can I watch it on?
I don't know.
I want to watch it.
Let me find out.
Maybe we could do like a live watch.
Oh my gosh, for the subscription service,
Oh yeah,
I think we might get copyright.
that's fine.
Yeah, isn't that terrible though?
Terrifying.
Yeah,
Like, do people know whose son is?
yeah,
who?
yeah. Like they say who's with who, because they have to room together.
The mom and the son have to
Mom
room
and the
together.
son have to room
What
together.
happens if like the mom or son brings somebody back to
Then you better hope that the other one leaves.
threesome?
That's so funny. It's on YouTube TV,
Oh, we have that.
Hulu Premium,
No, we don't have that.
Fubo, Discovery Plus, Philo, Amazon Prime, and TLC Go.
Oh, we'll have to subscribe to TLC Go.
Don't we have YouTube TV?
Yeah,
Well, we can watch it on there.
I know, but I feel like we need another subscription
Oh
service.
my gosh. Yeah, so that's.
You just got rid of your notes.
I know. Oh, that is the.
You
wrong
mean you
one.
notes?
I notes, dude. Yeah. MILF Manor.
Speaking of MILFs, can we talk about
Speaking of MILFs, where's this going?
has nothing to do with MILFs.
Speaking of MILFs.
Can we talk about one of my incredibly unhealthy toxic traits?
Hitting on MILFs?
That and the amount of caffeine I consume in one day sometimes.
Mm.
The other day I had 3 Celsiuses. That's 600 milligrams of caffeine.
600 plus a little more.
And then I had a double shot of espresso in the morning.
Which is, what, 200?
Probably a little bit less, 160.
160 to 200?
That's really bad.
Yeah, that's almost 1,000 milligrams of caffeine in one day.
Yeah. I was tired. I was struggling that day.
Because you freaking crashed. You would, like, go up and down like nobody's business.
This is true.
And
But
then you probably effed up your sleep.
no, I didn't.
that
I slept like a baby.
Yeah,
But
like,
I probably didn't get quality sleep.
Exactly.
It's a freaking negative feedback loop.
Yeah.
Everything's a negative feedback loop except breastfeeding and birth.
Yep.
Nerd.
In the body. There are positive feedback loops in other places.
Yeah?
Like in engineering and stuff.
Oh, well, I don't know anything about engineering.
Yeah, so that's kind of dope.
Do we have any other talking points?
That's a lot of freaking caffeine, dude.
I know. I felt awful. I felt
Yeah, why
really
would you do that to yourself?
because I was literally falling asleep and I didn't know what else to do.
Gosh. My dad, he had, so he was already planning on going to the doctor that day for something. He had coffee that morning, like 2 cups, and then he got a headache, so he took an Excedrin, which has caffeine in it.
It's caffeine. That's what it is.
So he has white coat syndrome, 2 cups of coffee,
Plus
and
Excedrin.
Excedrin caffeine.
What was his pressure?
His systolic pressure was over 180.
Did they not send him to the emergency department?
They did.
Yeah.
And they had him monitor his blood pressure throughout the next like
Did they do an MRI
week
on
or
him?
two. No.
That's very strokey.
Strokey.
Those pressures are scary to see,
Yeah.
but you see them a lot. You want to know something interesting with stroke patients? Is we want their pressures to be that high. So I won't treat a pressure that's under like 210.
You want their pressures to be high?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because their brain isn't perfused in a lot of strokes, depending on the stroke.
Okay.
So if it's like a occlusive stroke, so if there's a clot in your brain, we want your pressure to be high because now it's putting force on that clot.
Oh, true.
Which
might dislodge it?
Not dislodge, but it's pushing past it for the most part.
Oh, okay.
And so there's still blood getting to your brain.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Whereas if it drops, you're worried there's either a rupture or an occlusion.
Our big concern if it drops is that your brain's just not getting any oxygen.
Yeah.
And we know where that leads.
Death.
Sleepy time.
Death.
Dead.
Coma.
Ooh, puberty check.
Puberty check.
Seriously.
When was the last time you had puberty?
I thought I was going back into puberty a couple weeks ago.
Because your voice kept cracking?
No,
or
because
you started growing hair in weird places.
more like lack of.
Of course, like I started growing hair on my eyeballs.
No, I was just incredibly tired and so hungry.
Which you link to puberty?
Yeah, when I was going through puberty, I was so hungry and so tired all the time.
I just feel like that's a funny conclusion to make, considering all the other reasons you could be hungry and tired.
It wasn't justified hunger though. I mean, I guess it was.
Like you were just snacky?
I was just snacky.
Oh. That's an obesogenic trait.
I know, but look at me. Not quite there. I'm trying.
Why are you trying?
I'm trying to get up to 210. We know this.
210?
You know this.
I thought it was 200.
No, 210, 6'2".
You can't, just grow 4 inches.
4 inches?
Yeah.
I'm 5'10" now?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yep.
Maybe for exclusive content we can measure me.
Okay. But
should we mention what this exclusive content is that we're talking about?
didn't we last pod? I guess you can talk about it again if you want.
I don't want to if we talked about it. I don't remember.
Well, you just talked about
we did
the
talk
ideas
about it.
of doing we just talked about the ideas of doing bonus content like a car podcast or cooking or I don't know. We had other ideas too.
Yeah.
But
maybe we can measure me one day.
Yeah.
Only if Trojan sponsors us.
Actually figure out your height.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Of course, I'm 6'2". I'm like, no, you're not.
Somebody called me 6'2" the other day.
You freaking wish.
I do wish I was 6'2", but it would be worse if I was 6'1". I'd be pissed if I was 6'1".
Why?
It's an odd number. It's disgusting.
So when you think of odd and even numbers, which one's right and which one's left?
I don't know what that means, but this is my answer. Even's right, odds left.
Yeah. That's what most people would say.
Is that correct?
Isn't that cool?
I don't know. I don't know I don't know. I can't back my answer. That's just
I know.
to me what it is.
That's what most people would say.
Great.
Isn't that cool?
I'm normal.
Isn't that
How
cool?
boring.
Gotta love it.
What would you say?
Yeah.
Probably the same.
Evens right, odds left.
Yeah.
Wow.
That would make sense though, because I'm lefty and I'm pretty odd.
It has nothing to do with your dominant hand.
Should we talk about dominance? To be dominant?
And being submissive?
No. Do you think you freaking psychopath? Do you think you're truly born righty or lefty?
Yeah. Where else would it come from?
Because repetition.
There's evidence that it's genetically linked, which means that if it's not completely nature, there's at least a nature aspect to it.
Okay, fair. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I don't know much. If you haven't figured that out.
So. Yeah.
But do you think I know being lefty used to be kind of frowned upon.
Yeah.
And so if you
tie your left hand behind your back, so you had to use your right.
So would you say at that point you're right-handed?
No, you're still left-handed, but you're being forced to use your right hand.
But then your right hand becomes your dominant hand.
Kinda. It's not dominant in the sense that your brain views it as dominant. It's dominant in the fact that your fine motor skills are now trained to that hand.
Fair.
Yeah. If you ever try to write with your left hand,
I try a lot.
Or your non-dominant hand because you're a lefty. You're completely lacking the fine motor skills. because you just haven't trained it. You know, you've
That's
been riding
true.
with your dominant hand for so long. And if you think like when you were first learning how to write, it was kind of the same thing where you couldn't do fine motions.
Where do you see the future of handwriting going?
I don't know. I feel like it's a good skill to learn cursive. Even if you don't have to use it, just knowing how to read it, especially, I don't know, just as a life skill to have. Yeah, I don't know.
The reason I ask is because, I mean, at least in college and high school, a lot of things are typed.
Yeah.
I'm sure in elementary school they still have you write everything.
Yeah.
But maybe in a decade or 2 decades they might not have that.
The kids still need to learn how to write, though.
That's like saying when all cars are self-driving, are we going to have to know how to drive?
Yes.
When does that change?
That won't change.
You don't think it'll ever change?
No, because it's going to become a legal issue of safety.
Yes.
The license process might change, and you might learn different things, but you're still going to need a license.
How to troubleshoot an automated car.
And how to take over control if it breaks. Like, there has to be safety things in place. Otherwise, there's too many lawsuits.
That's fair.
So they're going to cover their ass.
That's fair.
Yeah, they're never going to not teach kids how to write. Like,
I'd hope not. I just feel like things are changing in the education system. One being, is cursive still taught?
you know, screw the United States.
Okay. I'll do it. No, I won't. Biden,
That's all I have to say.
Please don't come after
Our
us.
education system sucks.
Oh, are we throwing
Like,
it back to
actually sucks.
this? It does.
Why are we, like, one of the superpowers in the world, and we're barely top 20 in, like, any subject?
Are we top 20 in any subject? Football.
Maybe, like, some specific years we might be, like, I don't know, top 20 something. I think we're number one in incarcerated citizens per capita,
Oh, hell yeah.
which is kind of cool.
I mean, that's a way to look at it, I guess.
Ugh.
Do you have anything else on your list that you want to talk about?
Not really. Actually, I didn't.
Should we bring Emily in so she could just say hello?
I don't know. Em, do you want to say hi?
She said yes.
She said, sure.
She seems
I
enthusiastic.
was like, I don't really want to, but I guess I will.
I have a few questions for her.
Yeah?
Yeah. Em, I have questions for you. Be ready.
Oh my gosh, Corey and I watched Maze Runner the other day. What a high quality movie. All right, Corey, ask your questions.
Hey, Em.
What's up?
Oh my gosh, I love that. I think we need to get a third mic and just make this a standard. Just, you could be off camera.
Yeah, so crispy. Why is there a condom?
It's because we're trying to get sponsored by Trojan, and we're trying to be safe. Em.
It matches your computer.
That's what I said. It matches so nicely. If you listened to the podcast, you would have heard me say that.
Well, some parts have been a little quiet, so I can't hear
Really?
all the way into the kitchen.
We need.
Especially when Corey's not intoxicated. He's very soft spoken.
Sober Sally over here.
All right, what's this question you have for me?
I don't know. What am I allowed to ask you?
We'll just ask it, and then I'll tell you.
Well, it's not her episode, so you can't, like...
This is true.
Like, we have to save most of the content for when it's her ep.
I have it. Can we talk about the cat scandal?
The cat scandal.
That there's a cat freaking
There's a cat in our backyard.
ruining my
and
life.
He's so cute.
There's 2 of them now.
He's a black fluffy cat with a fluffy tail. And he says hello every day. He looks inside of the sliding glass doors. And Corey wants to kill him.
I love cats, I do, but he poops in my garden.
We don't know it's the black cat. It could be the orange cat.
Ryan said something very profound this morning. He said, "Is the poop black or orange?" And it was black. So, counter that, Emily.
What color is your poop?
Usually white. Do you want to answer that? What kind of poop you got, Em?
I think if your poop is white, that's probably a health problem.
Yeah. It's the opposite of bleeding. I don't know what that'd be. Anyways, that's my only question for you. When do you want to come on the podcast? Ever?
When's my episode?
What episode are we on? 16? Maybe 18. Probably not.
Okay, we'll see.
Maybe we can film.
I'll see if I can pencil it in my schedule.
Are you here Wednesday?
Probably.
I'm not.
Where are you?
I'll probably be at work. I have to work. I called off today. Riz on our part, I guess. Ryan wanted to say something.
I was thinking we could just have her on the next episode. Because,
Yeah, we could.
I think that's a good idea.
Maybe we could do this as well.
That'd be funny.
We could just switch back and
Just talk back and
forth.
we could finish each other's.
Sandwiches.
Yes, exactly. All right. Sounds good.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Emily.
Till next time.
Love you.
Who knows? Maybe Em will be on. Bye, guys. Hey, at Trojan, sponsor us, damn it.
Damn it. Damn it,
Thank
Trojan.
you.
We want safe sex.